How did a player once seen as LeBron's successor transform from the WNBA's shining star to being banned for life?
First WNBA player in history to ever record 3 consecutive 20-plus rebounds per game.
Her rapid rise and unexpected downfall have stunned fans. But what really caused this drastic turn of events? Just months ago, Angel Reese was at the peak of her career.
She is also leading the WNBA in average rebounds per game with 12.9. I'm sure you guys have seen all of the...
She had just etched her name in the history books as the first WNBA player to record 3 straight games with over 20 rebounds. Leading the league with an outstanding 12.9 rebounds per game, Reese was racking up double-doubles with ease. Every time she hit the court, fans got another glimpse of her rebounding dominance.
Doubles that Angel has recorded, and a lot of the times, even when she has these double games, she has more.
Despite her eye-catching rebounding numbers, her shooting performance fell short of the lofty expectations placed on a rising superstar. Frequent missed shots near the rim didn't quite match the buzz surrounding her potential.
And I'm going to be who I am, wherever I am. And going to LSU, being from Baltimore, then coming to Chicago.
Off the court, Reese was just as bold as she was on it. Proud of her Baltimore roots, she owned her individuality, rocking long nails, dramatic lashes, and standout hairstyles that made her style unmistakably her own.
So everybody gravitates me because they just love my personality. They love lashes, nails, hair, and on the court,
Fans loved her self-assurance, but her bold attitude also drew criticism. The very confidence that once endeared her to so many started sparking controversy as her journey took surprising turns. Following her NCAA championship win, the media hailed Angel as the LeBron of women's basketball.
It's worth it. Beyonce said beauty is pain. It might hurt the pockets a little bit, but I'm gonna pay for it.
It's an investment.
It is.
She was seen as a future icon, expected to rule the WNBA for years. But everything shifted with Caitlin Clark's arrival. Her record-breaking rookie season electrified the league, her talent undeniable, her game captivating. Clark quickly became the breakout star many had once expected Angel to be. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
Sheryl Swoopes recorded the first WNBA triple-double during the 1999 season, while Caitlin Clark logged the most recent triple-double earlier this week. Caitlin Clark became the first ever rookie in WNBA history.
The spotlight that once shone on Reese soon moved to Clark, whose triple-doubles and deep-range shooting captivated fans and sponsors alike. Angel, once seen as the face of the WNBA, was now cast into the background of the media storyline. But the tension between Reese and Clark went beyond a typical rivalry.
In the same season. In that game, Clark scored her 103-point shot this season, becoming just the 6th woman to do so in first.
It became a clash of expectations. While Clark was shattering records, Reese was pulling down rebounds, often off her own missed shots. Her field goal percentage within 5 feet of the basket dipped below 45%, the lowest in the league. This led critics to accuse her of stat padding, suggesting she was intentionally missing close-range shots to boost her rebound totals.
So with all this extra spotlight on Angel Reese, of course, there's been so much criticism around her game, and a lot of people are saying that the only reason that she's getting all...
For fans, watching Reese miss layups just to grab her own rebounds started to seem less like a display of dominance and more like a sign of desperation. But it wasn't just her on-court performance drawing attention. Reese had fully stepped into a celebrity lifestyle, launching her own podcast and hosting pop culture figures, shifting focus away from basketball.
Is because she misses so many shots right around the basket. I just saw a graph today that shows the shooting percentage of players within 5 feet of...
The fans who once admired her for her on-court talent now felt she was more focused on drama than the game. Instead of basketball-related topics, her podcast featured guests tied to controversies, gradually turning the show into more of a gossip outlet than a serious sports discussion platform.
This graph is by Steph No, and he said Angel Reese is shooting 43.8% on shots within 5 feet of the basket. That's by far the worst percentage in the...
While some fans admired her for embracing a multifaceted identity, others viewed it as a sign she was losing focus on the sport. Making things worse, Reese often took to social media to portray herself as the victim whenever her performance or personal decisions were called into question.
I'm sure that you guys have also seen the videos where Angel puts up a first shot, misses it, grabs the rebound, puts it up again. It kind of feels volleyball.
Whenever her effort or performance was criticized, she often responded by insisting she was being misunderstood, claiming people were overly harsh on everything she did. Rather than working to improve or address weaknesses in her game, she embraced this victim narrative, further polarizing her fan base.
How she's kind of throwing the ball up and getting her own rebound. A lot of people are saying that she is stat padding or she's...
To some, she was a fearless figure pushing back against criticism. To others, she was her own worst enemy, dodging responsibility and getting in her own way.
Just not talented around the rim, saying that she should not be missing this many shots this close to the basket, obviously being the post.
Adding to the turmoil were murmurs that Reese may have used performance-enhancing drugs, a rumor that, if proven true, could have marked the definitive end of her WNBA career.
The fact that there's a lot of fans and people in the media who latch onto one player, and a lot of the times it is Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese, they latch onto...
It was deeply ironic. After investing so much in crafting a reputation as a gritty, no-nonsense hard worker, she now faced rumors of taking shortcuts. It was the ultimate twist in her story.
And then immediately, because they love that one player, they have to hate the other. And we see that on both sides with both of these women. They are both young women.
The notion that she may have sacrificed her integrity just to remain in the spotlight, only to end up with a lifetime suspension, felt like a tragic irony. Meanwhile, her once charming social media presence grew increasingly combative. As her performance declined, her posts became filled with defensive messages about her playing style and declarations that she didn't need validation from anyone.
In their early 20s, in their first season in the WNBA, with a bigger spotlight on them than we have ever had in the history of the...
While some still viewed her as a fierce competitor unfazed by public judgment, her attitude started to push fans away. It only added to the growing perception that she cared more about maintaining her image than improving her game.
And I have never seen NBA players not offered a little bit of grace during their rookie season. And so I feel like for both of these women and today's...
Combined with her inconsistent performance, this attitude created the image of a player resistant to growth, unwilling to adapt her game to the level expected in the pros.
It was about Angel, so I'm going to talk about her. I think that there is some grace that us fans, media, everyone needs to give her if her game at this moment in time.
Reese's performance on the court remained inconsistent, and her shooting accuracy failed to show the improvement fans had been hoping for.
Rebounding side, aside from a couple games where it seemed clear that her and her coach, when she was going for those back-to-back double-doubles, it seemed like they were leaving her in.
She developed a reputation for chasing down her own missed shots rather than effectively finishing at the rim. This recurring pattern, paired with her off-court behavior, began to resemble not the growth of a developing player, but the unraveling of someone losing their footing in the league.
Longer time so that she could stat pad and reach that double-double. Aside from those couple games, I think in general, Angel Reese is not stat padding.
What were once proud rebound stats soon became a glaring reminder of missed chances and untapped potential. Meanwhile, instead of investing time in honing her skills, Reese focused on her podcast, prioritizing viral content over meaningful contributions to women's basketball.
I think that she is an elite rebounder, and I think that rebounding is a skill. Rebounding is about wanting the ball more than anyone else.
Rather than teaming up with fellow players or WNBA figures, her podcast guests were often unrelated to the sport, frequently featuring personalities like exes of pop culture celebrities.
I'm going to be who I am, wherever I am. And going to LSU, being from Baltimore, then coming to Chicago, everybody gravitates me because they just love my
What had the potential to be a platform for uplifting women's basketball instead veered into reality TV territory. And as her impact on the court declined, the off-court controversies surrounding Reese only grew louder.
Personality, they love lashes, nails, hair, and on the court, I'm very competitive. I'm super competitive when it comes between the lines. I work really hard. When off the court, we can have a good time, have fun. I'm into fashion.
What had the potential to be a platform for uplifting women's basketball ended up feeling more like a dive into reality TV. As her impact on the court faded, the off-court controversies only grew louder. Fans began to question whether she was still truly committed to the game. Rumors of performance-enhancing drug use added even more fuel to the fire, leaving once loyal supporters wondering if the hardworking image they admired had all been a facade.
Love fashion, love dressing up, taking pictures. So a lot of people never had a space where they felt like they could be comfortable in that. I'm also 6'3", so I attach a lot of women that are taller that may not have a lot of confidence with them.
In the unforgiving world of professional sports, there's little tolerance for mistakes, and even less for anything that seems dishonest. But here's the truth. Reese's story isn't over. She still has the raw talent, athleticism, and charisma to make a comeback, if she's ready to do the work. Caitlin Clark's rise may have stolen the spotlight, but it doesn't erase Reese's potential.
It's worth it. Like, I mean, Beyonce said beauty gets paid. It might hurt the pockets a little bit, but I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna pay for it.
It's an investment.
It is an investment, yeah. If you want to look good.
The question now is, can Angel Reese return to the basics and win back the fans who once believed she was the future of women's basketball? Is it possible for her to move from being a source of controversy to a respected athlete who fulfills her promise? Only time will tell if Reese can rise above the noise and prove that her game is just as powerful as her presence off the court.